and welcome to Beads Jar. For this tutorial I'll show you how to make up the little teapot set using the teapot pendant and the two teacup earrings. This is by one of our designers called Laura, who's been making this up, and we'll show you how to make it straight away. For this beautiful set we've got a sterling silver fine chain, 2-inch eye pins, sterling silver ear hooks which are hallmarked, and they have this beautiful little heart detail on the front of them as well. We have our 2.5mm Swarovski crystals and the Miyuki cubes. I'll be using this very cute teapot charm for the pendant necklace, and for the earrings we'll be using the little teacup and saucer with these as the sugar cubes falling in. This is a beautiful design by Laura, who works here, and I'll be putting it together to show you how. The tool wise we'll be using our round nose pliers, side cutters and our flat nose pliers. I'll get on and show you how we make it. We'll get straight on to making the earrings first. So we've got our lovely teacup and saucer here, and I've also picked up the 2-inch eye pin. Holding the eye pin close to the loop, I'm going to take my flat nose pliers and I'm going to take the side of the loop with the pliers, support the neck with my thumbnail, and I'm twisting that to open it. We'll then hook on the sterling silver charms, and then I'm just going to take hold of the loop where I let go, and I'm just going to close that back together again, securing these two together. So we'll do that with the second one as well. So you hold the neck and you open the loop, pop that on and close it back together again. Onto our eye pins, we're then going to thread our beads. So this is going to be 2 lumps of sugar in our teacup, and we're going to pop our crystal onto the eye pin, followed by our Miyuki cube, second crystal and second Miyuki, and then just to top that we will have our third crystal on there as well. Same again for the second one. And we're going to be attaching this eye pin onto our ear hook. So what we also just need to bear in mind is this will be facing forward when it's in the earlobe, so that we want our beads and teacup and saucer to follow that. So there's a slight hallmark at the bottom there. We don't want that facing forward, so I'm just going to spin that round, and then I can judge where I need to make my loop. So now I know my teacup and saucer is facing the correct way. My loop I'm creating needs to be going the opposite way from the teacup and saucer. So I'm going to hold my round nose pliers above this bead, and my teacup and saucer is going across from my pliers, and my pliers are coming out like so. I'm going to place my pliers above the crystal, so there's no gap between the crystal and my pliers, and then I'm going to push the eye pin with my thumb over the pliers at a 90-degree angle. So I'm just going to push that pin away at a 90-degree angle. I then reposition my pliers, so I'm releasing my grip and placing them above the 90-degree bend I've just created. And then you bring that back all the way over the top of the pliers and down towards the bead mat. You'll now see we've got a loop formed in the eye pin, and I'm going to place my pliers back into that loop and wrap this excess wire twice around the neck of the eye pin. So I'm going to go under the pliers, and then I'm bringing that round, and then I'm coming down a second time underneath the first wrap. So I've got a small spiral forming underneath the pliers, a spiral of wire here. We take that off the round nose pliers and pick up the side cutters. At this point we can take away this excess wire because we no longer need it. So I'm going to take the pliers in and cut away that excess wire. So we've got that one made up. Take your ear hook, and if you support with your thumb and finger the ear hook shape at the top, you can then use your flat nose pliers to open the hoop, and you just want to make sure that when you thread the loop of the eye pin on, your pendant is facing the correct way here. So that's correct, and then I can go ahead and close that loop back together to give us a little earring. So that's one finished. We obviously need to make sure we do the same for the second. So find my hallmark. So I want that behind. Round nose pliers, and I'm going to place them above. So I just need to turn my eye pin a bit more so that the teacup and saucer is going across and my pliers are coming forward. Pliers against the bead and we push away first. We then reposition the pliers, bring the eye pin over the top of the pliers and down to the bead mat. Pull the pliers out and into our loop, and then we're going to wrap under the pliers, and we want to spiral down, so 2 wraps around the neck of the eye pin. Side cutters and cut off the excess wire we don't need. On this one you may notice I've got a little lip of wire still on show. If this happens, you can use your flat nose pliers and you just gently tease that end of wire in. Be careful not to crush too hard, as you may catch the crystal, so that we have no more wire sticking out. Again, just check your front is facing correctly when you attach this to your ear hook. And we close that together again. There we have the 2 beautiful little teacup earrings with their little sugar cubes going in. And now we're going to make the little necklace part. So very same principle for connecting the eye pin to our charm. So we've got our little teapot here, and we're going to open and I'm going to add 3 of my crystals. I don't want any sugar in my tea on this one, so we're just going to add 3 little crystals for a sparkle effect. Same check as before with our teacups. I'm making sure that the hallmark, which is on this side, is facing behind. Taking my round nose pliers, and I'm going to place them above the crystals. And I'm going to start creating my loop. Actually, we're just going to twist this to the opposite side so that it sits correctly on our chain. So this time my teapot is level with my pliers, so it's going along with the pliers, and this will create the face front on the chain so it'll sit the right way when it's been worn. And we're going to push the pin away as we did for the earrings and bring that back over. Just different, however, from our earrings. So I've made my loop to that stage, and we're going to hook the chain onto that loop. I'm going to hold the loop now and place my pliers across the loop that I've started to make. I'm turning this towards me so the chain's towards my body, and then I'm going to wrap my wire underneath and I'm going to come round twice as I did for the earrings to do my spiral. So I've got my spiral above the crystals, take my pliers away and use the side cutters to get in to the wire and take that excess wire off. So the chain's now running through the eye pin loop, and that's the correct way for the pendant to face. So you've got your lovely little set with your 2 sugars and your little teapot there. Thank you for watching our tutorial today, and we hope you've enjoyed it. Give us a big thumbs up, and remember, you can subscribe now to our channel to watch all of our latest tutorials. Until next time, bye!